everybody. Welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy, and I'm here to read you another story. And I've got a really, really fun book tonight about rhyming. Well, kind of about rhyming, because this book is called The Book That Almost Rhymed. The Book That Almost Rhymed. This is a book about a little boy who writes a book, and it rhymes perfectly. But then his sister comes along and changes words, and it's not as perfect as before. But we need to find out what happens with this boy and his sister. Are you ready to get inside this book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up, because here we go. The Book That Almost Rhymed, written by Omar Abed, illustrated by Hatem Aly. The other day I wrote this book. You won't believe how long it took. It rhymed and I was super proud. It sounded great when read out loud. But then my sister came along, and now the story sounds all better, said Sister. She is going to help with this book. As I was saying, my sister took a crown in hand and did something I cannot stand. She ruined every rhyming verse, so now my story sounds much more magnificent, said Sister. As I was saying, I wrote a smooth and seamless story about a brave knight's quest for glory. He yearned for treasure all his own, and so he journeyed alongside a fierce and friendly detective, says Sister. Fine. She tagged along to join the action, but mostly was a whole huge distract. A helpful new perspective, says Sister. Right. But they had lost the treasure map. They searched for any trace or scrap. At last they knew just where to look and found it folded in his pocket. Of course. Finally, the knight could lead. They rode upon his noble rocket, says Sister. But that doesn't make any... Okay, whatever, he says. They searched for treasure out in space, but never found the slightest trace. The crew, stranded, empty-handed, returned to Earth and safely did a flip. Yikes! The rocket spun with such commotion that it crashed into the ocean. But our heroes stayed afloat and climbed aboard a passing... What's it gonna be? What's Sister gonna do? Pirate ship! Oh, no. On deck they faced a frightful sight. The pirates were prepared to... dance, says Sister. Seriously? So after the dance, the pirates offered them a lift and in return asked for a gift. With nothing else to trade on board, the Nate gave us his gleaming pants. You can't be serious, says Brother. So the knight wore borrowed pantaloons as they approached the sandy dunes. At last they reached the treasure chest, but something blocked them from their quest. The fiercest beast you could imagine, a vicious, fire-breathing armadillo, says Little Sister. You have got to be kidding me, says Big Brother. The mighty monster drew a breath to spew a flaming plume of death, but the knight and sleuth would not yield. They knelt behind his shiny pillow, says Sister. Seriously, this makes no sense. A pillow provides no defense. That's it. Do you see what I mean? You've ruined every rhyming scheme. He's very frustrated now with Sister. Knights carry shields, not fluffy pillows. Dragons breathe fire, not armadillos. And why would the knight trade his pants? Have you ever seen pirates dance? The boat was not a pirate ship. They safely landed. Skip the flip. And knights ride noble steeds, not rockets. The map was not tucked in his pocket. He didn't want a new perspective. He had no need for the detective. Well, wait a minute. That whole page just rhymed. Wait, hang on. I see what's happening here. Your words did rhyme. This time it's cleared. I just wanted to sound like you, to rhyme and talk the way you do, to learn all of the words you know and make mine go the way yours flows. Sister just wanted to be like her brother. Look at that. At last I see you're a rhythmic rhyming prodigy. In fact, when we work together, we make our story even better. But wait, there's still a problem left to solve. Our hero's fate is unresolved. They're trapped in quite a sticky spot. Hey, I have a wild thought, says Sister. What if the knight tossed the pillow? Ooh, to distract the armadillo, and curled himself into a ball, and crashed down in a mighty fall. The heroes rolled the beast away, then the brave detective tickled, so the beast giggled and wiggled, and that was how they saved the day. They grabbed the chest, undid the flaps, and found inside more treasure maps. Well, it wasn't quite what I intended, but that was how our story got started, said Sister. Exactly, says Brother. They grabbed a new map from the chest and set off on a brand new quest.
Wow, that was a great book, and what an exciting story. The boy wrote a book and it all rhymed perfectly, but then his sister wanted to help, and she kept adding silly things that didn't rhyme. Like when the boy was going to say dragon, she said armadillo, and when the boy was going to say shield, she said pillow. It was very silly, but then he realized when they worked together on the book, it was even better. It was even more exciting, because doing something with someone else is always better. Because when they worked together, the book was even more exciting, a bigger adventure. And now they're heading out on more adventures together. Adventures that rhyme and adventures that don't rhyme. It doesn't matter. It only matters that they're doing it together. I love this book. I loved how silly it was. I loved how funny it was. And I love that Brother let his sister help. What a great big brother he was. Wow. If you have a little brother or a little sister, I hope that you're that helpful with them. I hope you realize how special it is to have a little brother or sister. And if they want you to help you with something, it may not be the way you want it to be, but it'll be more special because you guys did it together. I hope you'll remember that tomorrow if you have a little brother or a sister, or even if you just have a friend who wants to help you do something. Remember, when you do it together, it's twice as good. And that is very special. And something else that's very special that you can do when you're alone and when you're with someone else. Obey, and obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy, because I'm going to be sitting right here, ready to read another book to you. Bye!
Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.